Hey guys, welcome to Y&R Daily Update YouTube channel. Today's topics: why Y&R's Melissa Claire Egan is comparing herself to Days Kristen. Melissa Claire Egan is channeling her inner soap vixen for the holidays. Melissa Claire Egan is the opposite of her, the young and the restless vixen character, Chelsea. While the actress has a warm personality, she claims she sometimes acts like this Days of Our Lives character. Key takeaways: Egan claims she tends to act like Days Kristen DiMera during the holidays. Egan. Y&R co-star Eileen Davidson originated the role of Kristen. Y&R's Chelsea might be on Santa's nice list this year. Jod, channeling her holidays, has been playing everyone's favorite Y&R con artist, heroine, Chelsea. Since 2011, Chelsea sometimes has a villain side, which causes her to do terrible things to others. In real life, Egan is the opposite of her character. She has a warm and fun personality, which is always showcased on social media. However, as the holidays near, the actress finds herself turning into Days Kristen. On her Instagram story, Egan posted a clip of Days Kristen, previously played by her Y&R co-star Eileen Davidson. In the clip, Kristen is nice to Hope Krasdian Alfonso, then calls her a vulgar name after she leaves. "Me trying to be nice in December," Egan captioned the clip. "The best." At Eileen Davidson Ofiki, the actress praised her As Egan and Days fans know, Kristen has a reputation for being naughty. While Kristen might be nice to someone's face, behind the scenes, she's secretly plotting their downfall. However, Kristen does have her rare, nice moments. This year, Miss DiMera made the ultimate sacrifice by confessing to shooting EJ Dan Furigal to protect Rachel Alice Halsey. Although it cost Kristen her freedom, she proved she's willing to do anything for her daughter. Naughty or nice list? The jury is still out on whether Days Kristen is on Santa's naughty or nice list, but for Y&R's Chelsea, in a surprising turn of events, she might be on the nice list this year. 2025 has been a surprisingly peaceful year for Chelsea. She and Adam Mark Grossman reunited and are building a new life for themselves and their son, Connor Judah Mackey. But when it comes to work, it's a different story for the couple. They were dragged into Victor's Eric Bredin war with Kane Billy Flynn. As part of Victor's plot, the couple released an article about Colin Tristan Rogers scamming Madame de Lyon and using her money to fund Kane's business empire. While the couple was happy to help Victor with Kane's downfall, his next move made them guilty. After acquiring Kane's AI software, Victor used it to take down Newman Enterprises' longtime rival, Jabot. Since Adam and Chelsea knew they would face just as much scrutiny as Victor, Chelsea, along with Adam, might find themselves on the naughty list. However, if they were to stop Victor and restore Jabot, they might find themselves back on everyone's nice list. Subscribe our channel for more latest update. In the high-stakes world of daytime drama, actors often find themselves navigating complex roles that demand not just emotional range, but also a deep understanding of their character's psychology. For Melissa Claire Egan, best known for her work as Chelsea Lawson on The Young and the Restless, comparing herself to Kristen DiMera from Days of Our Lives might seem surprising at first glance. Yet, as Egan explains in interviews and social media reflections, the comparison isn't about plotlines or soap opera rivalries, it's about the underlying emotional journeys, resilience, and moral complexity that both characters embody. Melissa Claire Egan has long been celebrated for her ability to inhabit Chelsea with nuance. Chelsea is no one-dimensional heroine. She is cunning, resourceful, and unapologetically human. She makes mistakes, experiences deep vulnerability, and sometimes manipulates situations to her advantage. That complexity mirrors what many fans recognize in Kristen DiMera, a character who is equally unpredictable, morally ambiguous, and capable of oscillating between darkness and redemption in a single episode. Egan's acknowledgement of Kristen as a point of comparison reflects a respect for the kind of layered performance that demands both emotional authenticity and a flair for dramatic timing. One key element that links Chelsea and Kristen is their shared resilience. Both women endure personal trauma, betrayals, and relational upheavals, yet consistently find ways to reclaim agency in their lives. Chelsea's journey on The Young and the Restless has seen her wrestle with complicated romantic entanglements, familial tensions, and professional crises. Kristen's storylines often explore similar themes: complex love triangles, morally ambiguous decisions, and high-stakes revenge plots. For Egan, comparing herself to Kristen is less about imitating behavior and more about recognizing the narrative structures that allow both characters to evolve dynamically. These arcs demand an actor who can convey strength without losing vulnerability, a balance that defines Egan's portrayal of Chelsea. Additionally, Melissa Claire Egan is highlighting the performative challenges of daytime television. Playing a character like Chelsea, much like portraying Kristen, requires navigating abrupt tonal shifts. One scene may demand raw emotional vulnerability, the next a calculated manipulation. This oscillation isn't easy. It requires actors to maintain psychological continuity while delivering performances that feel immediate and spontaneous. Kristen's character is often lauded for this very quality. Her unpredictability makes her both captivating and intimidating. Egan sees a parallel in her own work. Chelsea's depth and adaptability resonate with the same audience engagement that Kristen's complexity has historically inspired. Another compelling aspect of this comparison is the thematic exploration of morality. Both Chelsea and Kristen inhabit spaces where right and wrong are rarely clear-cut. Chelsea's decisions, whether in love, business, or family matters, frequently straddle ethical lines. Kristen, too, has navigated a labyrinth of morally ambiguous choices, often driven by loyalty, love, or vengeance. By aligning herself with Kristen, Egan acknowledges the artistic challenge of portraying characters who are neither heroes nor villains in a conventional sense. They are deeply human, and their moral ambiguity invites audiences to empathize even when they disapprove of certain choices. This is a hallmark of sophisticated soap opera storytelling, one that demands actors capable of subtlety, timing, and emotional dexterity. Melissa Claire Egan's comparison also speaks to the broader cultural impact of long-running daytime characters. Kristen DiMera is an iconic figure in daytime television history. Her presence on Days of Our Lives has influenced generations of viewers and set a benchmark for complex female characters in soaps. By referencing Kristen, Egan is positioning Chelsea within that legacy of layered, unforgettable performances. She is recognizing the standard of excellence Kristen represents while asserting her own place in the continuum of characters who leave lasting impressions on audiences. It's a nod to the craft of acting, as much as it is to fandom. Furthermore, the comparison underscores the ways in which actors internalize their characters' journeys. Egan has openly discussed how playing Chelsea has allowed her to explore aspects of her self-strengths, vulnerabilities, and ambitions that she might not otherwise confront in daily life. Similarly, Kristen's character demands that an actor embody contradictions, cunning yet caring, vengeful yet tender. The overlap in emotional exploration is where Egan finds resonance. It's not a literal equivalence, but a recognition that certain character archetypes provide fertile ground for professional growth and personal insight. Fans, of course, have been quick to engage with this comparison. On social media, viewers have drawn parallels between Chelsea and Kristen's defining moments, their bold maneuvers, emotionally charged confrontations, and strategic thinking in relationships and business. Many have praised Egan for embracing a comparison that elevates her craft while acknowledging the broader soap opera tradition. The discussion also fuels speculation. Could Chelsea's storylines take on more complex, unpredictable elements akin to While speculative, these conversations highlight the ongoing interplay between actor, character, and audience expectations, a dynamic that defines the allure of daytime drama. Melissa Claire Egan's commentary also reflects a larger recognition of the artistry involved in portraying multifaceted female characters on daytime television. In a genre often criticized for melodrama, both Chelsea and Kristen exemplify how depth, resilience, and moral complexity can coexist with the heightened stakes that soaps demand. By aligning herself with Kristen, Egan is asserting that Chelsea is more than just a plot device. She is a character capable of carrying narratives, eliciting empathy, and challenging audiences emotionally and intellectually. In conclusion, Melissa Claire Egan's comparison of herself to Kristen DiMera is a thoughtful acknowledgement of shared narrative depth, emotional complexity, and performative challenge. Both characters inhabit morally ambiguous worlds where resilience, strategy, and vulnerability define their actions. For Egan, the comparison is less about imitation and more about understanding the craft of portraying women whose lives are fraught with drama, consequence, and profound emotional resonance. Chelsea Lawson, like Kristen, is a character who refuses to be simplified, and Egan's embrace of that complexity affirms her status as one of daytime television's most compelling performers.